Please join me. At this time, would you all please rise and remove your caps as cheerleader Andre Pittman leads us in prayer and remain standing for the city party.
Welcome back here to the Mueller Sports Complex, getting ready for a KCAC doubleheader between your Eagles and the Ottawa Braves in town from Ottawa, Kansas, about 3.5 hours or so up the road. We'll give you the starting lineup first for the Lady Braves as it's being announced on the court. 5'10" sophomore from Winchester, Kansas, number 2, Jenna Kramer. A 5'6" freshman from Shawnee Mission, Kansas, Emily Rose. A sophomore, 5'4" out of Marion, Kansas, Caitlin Hughes. A 5'11" senior from Dighton, Kansas, Leslie Spear. And a 6' senior from Golden, Colorado, number 24, Jessica King. And for your Lady Eagles, Danae Goodwin, the 5'8" freshman out of Van Buren, Arkansas. Cheyenne Bean taking the spot of the injured Grace Pospical today, the 5'6" senior from Dewar, Oklahoma. 5'4" senior out of Manchester, Oklahoma, Tiffany Rieger, the leading scorer for the Lady Eagles. 5'9" senior from Forest Grove, Oregon, number 24, Mary Hutchins, the Lady Eagles' leading rebounder. And the 6'1" senior out of Wilmore, Kentucky, Patience Gatow, who leads the team in field goal percentage. Some keys to the game for the Lady Eagles here. It's going to be the three-point shooting. It was a little bit of a struggle, which is something you wouldn't have expected out of this Lady Eagle bunch. They can really shoot the lights out. I like the invigoration of Cheyenne Bean into the starting lineup today. Her and Tiffany Rieger can really play off of each other well, kind of a yin and yang out there at the guard position. Hopefully they can play off of each other. Mary Hutchins has been playing some very nice basketball. Her scoring has picked up of late here for the Lady Eagles. Hopefully that can be the case here today against an Ottawa team I mentioned. They're coming into this one with a 2-game winning streak. The only time they've won back-to-back games all season long. They struggle mightily away from home. They're 1-10 in road or neutral site games in this 2017-2018 basketball season. Ottawa is going to be wearing black jerseys, black numbers, and letters with a white outline. Lady Eagles wearing the typical home grays with the dark blue numbers, red eagles across the chest, and a white outline. Mark Mulder giving some final words of wisdom in the huddle. We're about ready to get underway this Wednesday night doubleheader here in the KCAC. And actually a late change to the lineup. Sarah Short is getting the start out there instead of Patience Gatow. Interesting call there. She'll be jumping Short at 5'11" against 6' Jessica King. Ball up in the air, and we're ready to go. It's batted back to Leslie Spear. And the Braves will start with the basketball. Running the point, it's Emily Rose, a freshman, matched up with Cheyenne Bean. Swings the pass to Jenna Kramer on the right wing. Up top, it goes to Jessica King. They work it back to Emily Rose, left wing, stepping up to the free throw line, back to Spear straight away. Working it around right wing for Jenna Kramer. Gets a screen from Spear. Kramer at the free throw line, kicks to the corner. Rose, jab step, drives in the lane, 10 to shoot. Kicks it back to Kramer, left corner, three ball up and a little bit too strong, but kept alive by Jessica King. King passes it left block to Spear. Shot blocked, but a foul called down low. I believe this one will go against Danae Goodwin. Freshman picks up her first foul. Ottawa keeping it alive on the offensive glass there. Jessica King, a very capable rebounder, also the leading scorer on this team. 13 points, 8 rebounds per game. She'll head to the stripe. First one up and in. Jessica King, a 59% foul shooter. Had 17 points, 11 rebounds the first time these two teams met up back on December 6th up in Ottawa. Narrow victory for the Lady Eagles in that one. King knocks down the second one. And the Lady Eagles have the basketball on offense. Hutchins passes it left wing to Goodwin. 2-3 zone being shown by the Lady Braves. They play some tight defense. Lady Eagles only scored 54 points in that one. Here's Rieger feeding short on the inside. Passes a reversal to the left wing. Goodwin heaves a three ball. Out the back iron won't go. Good ball movement on that possession though. Hughes gets the board. She'll pass to Rose. Now Kramer catches the pass, stepping up to the left wing. Crossing over Goodwin. Kramer sends it back up top to the freshman Emily Rose. Back to Kramer, left wing. Guarded by Goodwin. Lady Eagles playing zone defense. Here's Rose off a pick. Has some space up top now, moving over toward the right wing. Pass back around to Spear on the left wing. Holding onto the ball, Caitlin Hughes. 9 to shoot. Hughes on the left wing, wrapping around from left to right on the top of the key. In the lane right side, kicks to the corner. Rose trying to free some space. 2 seconds, and the pass is intercepted by Hutchins just ahead of the shot clock buzzer. Mary running the floor. Lady Eagles in transition. Now she'll slow it up. Passes it left wing for Bean. Feeding Sarah Short quickly inside. Short fakes to the left. Goes up with the right. And can't convert. A long rebound, and it's fight for it near the free throw line. Possession arrow will keep it. The tie-up will give it to the Lady Eagles. Lady Eagles scoreless in the first minute and a half. They trail after 2 free throws went in for Leslie Spear. Rieger gets it into Short. On the block right side, Short matched up with Spear. Throws it up top for Rieger. Tipped out of bounds by Hughes. Ottawa getting a hand on that errant pass from Sarah Short. Rieger will trigger the inbound from the side. Lady Eagles 0 for their first 2 from the field. Rieger throws it into Hutchins straight away. Hutchins to Cheyenne Bean. Navigating over towards that left wing. She'll pass to a cutting Goodwin, top of the key. Goodwin working on Kramer. Picks up her dribble back to Bean. 16 to shoot. Bean a couple dribbles to Short. Now in the corner left side, it's Tiffany Rieger. Rieger holding onto it. Trying to drive baseline. Now turns back around. Passes to Bean. Crossing over on the left wing. Bean passes to Rieger on the baseline. 6 seconds to Short near the free throw line. Shoots a long 2, and Sarah knocks that one down. Good distance there for Sarah Short, making her first appearance on the starting lineup in quite some time. We're knotted up at 2 minutes into this one. Bringing the ball up, it's Emily Rose. Rose gets a screen from King, top of the key. She'll pass it to Spear with some space. High arcing rainbow three-pointer off the back iron. Long rebound to Short. Lady Eagles will head the other way in transition. Here's Cheyenne Bean on the left wing. Feeds Goodwin in the paint. Goodwin will take it back out to the corner. Passes to Bean on the left wing. Lady Eagles are going to reset. Cheyenne around the arc from left to right over towards the wing. She'll pass to Rieger. Rieger feeds Hutchins in the post, matching up with King. She'll heave a pass up top for Goodwin. Goodwin driving in. A little teardrop in the lane, off the glass and in. Danae Goodwin, a nice move there. 10.8 points per game for the freshman. It's been a big catalyst for the offense, especially early in games. Lady Eagles lead 4-2. Here's Kramer off the screen from Spear up top. Backside pass, it goes to Rose. Now up top for Jessica King. King to Kramer, now working it around to Caitlin Hughes. Hughes off the screen from Kramer, drives, kicks up top for King. King puts it on the deck, driving, now kicks to the corner. Hughes launches a right side 3-ball off the front rim, won't go, fight for the rebound, tipped out and controlled by Danae Goodwin. Eagles head the other way. Goodwin to Bean in the front court on the right wing. Cheyenne a little bit of space there, but she'll pass up top to Short. They work it around left side for Rieger. Rieger back to Bean. 4-2, Lady Eagles lead, 6:43 on the clock. Here's Hutchins driving, now kicks out to Goodwin. Back to Mary in the post, back to the defender. Mary takes her time, now dribbling with the left hand, spins over the right shoulder, hook shot off the back iron, won't go. Rebound goes to Leslie Spear. She averages nearly 7 a game. 2-point Lady Eagle lead, both teams trying to find their rhythm on the offensive side. Ottawa has not made a field goal. Their only buckets have come on free throws. Here's King on the elbow right side. Dribbling, backing down Hutchins. Now picks it up. 6-foot senior from Golden, Colorado. Feeds Spear on the free throw line. Spear turns away from 2 defenders. Sends it back up top for Kramer. 8 to shoot. Lady Eagles playing some good defense here. Caitlin Hughes driving on Rieger. Left side trying to force one up there. Errant shot Don't even think it hit the backboard. Mary Hutchins recovers it on the other side. Hutchins running the floor, working on King. Stops at the right wing, passes to Bean, a deep three. And that one's off to the left, no good. Rebound fetched inside by Jenna Kramer. 5:54 remaining. Lady Eagles 4, Ottawa 2. Ottawa 0 of 4 from the field to start things out. It's a team that struggles shooting the ball. Field goal percentage only 37 as a team. Here's Spear on the post left side, fighting one up over Sarah Short. And Spear is fouled as she was trying to go up to the cup from inside. Second foul on the Lady Eagles. Short picks up her first. Sarah Short had 8 points, 5 rebounds in 16 minutes. The first time these two teams squared up. Looking like Sarah is going to come out. On the line here, it's Leslie Spear. Here for the second time today, knocks down the first one. She's 3 of 3 from the stripe. 77% foul shooter. Averages nearly 10 and 7. Gatow is going to check in for Sarah Short, and Jennifer Anthony enters the game for Emily Rose on the other side, as Bruce Tate, the 11th year head man, makes the moves for Ottawa. Spear knocks down another one. We're knotted up at 4. Lady Eagles 2 of 6 from the field as Bean, escorted by 2 defenders into the front court, throws it to Hutchins down to the corner. Rieger jacks up a quick 3 and buries that one. Tiffany Rieger leads the team at 41% from distance. A nice outside shot going in. Lady Eagles need to see some more of that here in the early going. 7-4 is their lead. Here's Jennifer Anthony up top, passing to Spear. They swing it left side. It's Caitlin Hughes with the basketball. She'll get a screen from Spear. Slashing across the free throw line. Throws it for Anthony. Pass tipped by the Lady Eagles, but Anthony still has it. She'll feed Jessica King in the post. Spinning over the left shoulder. Hangs over the top of Hutchins. Shot won't go. Rebound jarred out of King's hands. It's loose up top, and it's going to be picked up by Kelsey Hendricks, who checked in at the stoppage. Hendricks throws it to Hughes. Another offensive rebound for Ottawa. They're second in the first 5 minutes. Here's Hendricks getting a screen from King. She'll head over to the right wing. Picks up her dribble. Feeds Hughes. Lady Eagle defense doing the job so far. Anthony trying to drive, spinning inside, throws it up with the right hand off the hands of Cheyenne Bean, out of bounds. She affected that shot greatly with her defense. Another substitution, Jessica King heads out, leading scorer on this team, scoreless in the first 5 minutes. Katie Rifle will check in. Inbounding from the baseline down low, it's Hendricks. Ottawa keeps it. Inbound goes to Hughes, right corner. Feeds it for Spear. Gatow nearly got a hand on it, but Spear up top. Throws it past, intercepted by Danae Goodwin. Splits 2 defenders, nobody in front of her. One pursuing from behind. It's Anthony, and she blocks the shot. Loose ball in front of the Ottawa bench, and a foul is going to be whistled on Cheyenne Bean, as diving on the deck was Jennifer Anthony. Cheyenne might have put a hand in her bag. Third foul on the Lady Eagles. None on Ottawa thus far. 7-4 is our score. Wesleyan out in front. 4:36 remaining in the opening quarter. Kelsey Hendricks getting direction from Bruce Tate on the sideline as she dribbles it up. One road win for this Ottawa team. It came against York a week ago today. Only one on the season, hard to believe. 3-point deficit. Here's Anthony, right elbow. Kicks it back to Hendricks on the wing right side. Up top to Anthony. She'll heave a 3 with Bean's hand in her face. Misses short. Rebound is being fought for inside. Spear and Hutchins tied up. Possession arrow will keep it with the Lady Braves. Ottawa only averages 58.4 points per game as a team. Offense has been a big struggle. Leslie Spear and Jessica King really carrying the load. Neither of them have scored a field goal just yet today. Spear on the court, King on the bench right now. Holding the ball up top is Jennifer Anthony as Ottawa resets. She'll get a screen from Rifle, steps up, hesitates, thought about a 3, instead passes to Hendricks on the left side, back up top to Anthony. Here's Spear, they work it around the arc as Caitlin Hughes has the ball in the right wing. Rieger jabbing at it, and an offensive foul is going to be called. They'll get an illegal screen away from the play. It'll go on the freshman, Jennifer Anthony. Finally, the first foul against Ottawa. 7-4, Lady Eagles out in front on 3 of 8 shooting here early on. A little bit of a slower-paced basketball game. That'll play a little bit more towards Ottawa's strength. Lady Eagles scored 56 points against Sterling a week ago. That was their second lowest point total. Their lowest was 54 in the victory on the road against this Ottawa team. Here's Rieger pulling up left side, a little bit too strong. As it caroms all the way across the rim. Rebound fetched down low by Rifle. Here's Ottawa heading the other way, a 3-point deficit. 3.5 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Lady Eagles making some substitutions as Merchant and Burdick have checked into the game. Here's Hendricks wrapping around the arc from left to right. Hendricks settles in the corner, throws it up top for Jennifer Anthony. Bean picks her up, 12 to shoot. Anthony backing away, now gets a screen from Spear, takes it toward the left wing. Anthony in the lane, met by Burdick, shot blocked, but a foul called down low. Looked like good defense by Burdick, maybe a hair late to that spot. The junior from Tulsa Union High School will pick up the foul. 4th one on the Lady Eagles. 5 fouls will put you in the bonus here in women's basketball. They keep track of fouls by the quarter. Anthony on the line, shooting 2 shots. Freshman out of Pea Ridge, Arkansas. Anthony nails the first one. Ottawa still hasn't made a field goal in this opening quarter, but they're 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Checking in, Maddie McAvoy. Jessica King re-enters, and Avery Lumen makes her first appearance as well. Craig Tate making 3 substitutions. Lady Eagles sticking with their 5 of Gatow, Rieger, Burdick, Merchant, and Cheyenne Bean. Ottawa 0 of 7 from the field, but trying to go 6 of 6 here from the line. They trailed by just 2. Second one on the way from Anthony. No good. Rieger collects the rebound, heading into the front court the other way with some pace. Wesleyan on offense. 3 of 9 shooting. Here's a pass from Rieger to Bean on the right wing. Gets a screen from Gatow. Bean driving baseline right side. Has the ball jabbed free by Anthony. Stolen by McAvoy. Ottawa heading the other way. Here's a pass to Avery Lumen left wing. Drives baseline. Kicks to Anthony. Anthony in the corner driving. Falls down. Flings the ball over her head. Back to Lumen outside the arc. A nice save there. McAvoy with the basketball now. Freshman from Shawnee Mission, Kansas. She'll get it to Kramer on the right wing. Pass to King on the elbow left side. King puts it on the deck, driving on Gatow. Contact in the lane. She throws it up there. No good. Off the front rim. Cascades down. And a loose ball controlled by Brianna Merchant. Still no field goals. More than 5 minutes into this one for Ottawa. 7 to 5, the Lady Eagles not making them pay for it just yet. Bean with the ball up top at the controls. Bean throws it right side on the wing for Tiffany Rieger. 1 of 2 from distance in the early goings. She'll wrap around from right to left around the top of the key. Gets a screen from Gatow. Ball handoff to Merchant. Now Bean heaves a deep 3 straight away. Hard bounce off the back iron up to the free throw line. Gatow got a hand on it, but the rebound goes to the Braves and Jenna Kramer. Quick outlet to McAvoy. McAvoy in the lane right side. Makes contact with Bean. A charge called as Cheyenne hits the deck. Her teammates on the bench loving that one. Real nice job on the inside there as Maddie McAvoy picks up her first foul. 2 offensive fouls on Ottawa. 2:12 remaining in this opening quarter. Low scoring affair so far. Lady Eagles 3 of 10 from the field. Ottawa's 0 of 8. Here's Burdick straight away. Passes it left wing for Tiffany Rieger. Rieger working on McAvoy. 1 dribble. She'll get it to Bean. Now to Gatow. Jessica King all over at the top of the key. She'll give the ball up to Merchant. Merchant sinking into the corner right side. Heaves one up top for Burdick. Burdick driving. Now kicks. Rieger left side. 3. Nails it. Tiffany gets her second one of the quarter. Was just 2 of 6 on Saturday. Letting it rain from the outside. 10 to 5 Lady Eagles. Rieger single-handedly outscoring Ottawa with 1:37 remaining in this quarter. With the ball, Avery Lumen on the left wing and a whistle down low. Away from the play. They're going to get a foul on Ashton Burdick, saying she put her hands in the back of an offensive player. Burdick picks up her second, and that's a 15th foul. It'll be free throws for Ottawa coming up. Maddie McAvoy heads to the stripe. Bench guard here for Bruce Tate's squad. Shoots 80% from the foul line, though, and knocks that one down. Ottawa still has not made a field goal. All free throws in this opening quarter. 8.5 minutes into it. Hard to believe. Mary Hutchins is going to check into this game. Burdick exits. Burdick a little bit confused as to why she picked up that foul call. Jessica King and Jennifer Anthony sitting down as well. Emily Rose back into the game. Second free throw goes down. And Hughes will enter as well for Ottawa. It's 10 to 7. Minute and a half remaining here in this opening quarter. Wednesday night KCAC action. Lady Eagles trying to snap a 2-game skid here, both of them coming at home. Here's Hutchins throwing it left wing for Merchant. Merchant puts the ball on the deck, drives to the corner. Now passes to Bean, extended from the wing up top. Bean scoreless in the early goings. She'll pass to Gatow, feeding Hutchins in the middle of the paint. Dribbles right, spins over the left shoulder, misses the shot, but it's knocked out of bounds, they say, off of the head of Leslie Spear for Ottawa. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Hutchins tried, didn't hit the rim, so no reset. Rieger inbounds from the baseline. Tiffany scanning, gets Bean, who pops open in the corner. Heaves one up from the right corner, no good. Long rebound in the corner. It caroms down into the hands of Avery Lumen. Minute 4 remaining here, headed the other way on offense. It's Ottawa. They're 0 of 8 from the field here. Under a minute now. Here's Lumen off a screen. Pass to Kramer up top. A deep 3 ball, and that one goes finally. Ottawa gets its first field goal 9 minutes into this one. 10-all. Lady Eagles driving the other way. A quick lob into the paint for Gatow. It goes out of bounds off the hands of Leslie Spear. Shakaya Strong makes her first appearance in the game. Cheyenne Bean sits. Shakaya will bring some good energy out there. If you're just joining us, Grace Pospical, the typical starting point guard for the Lady Eagles, not in the lineup today. Inbound goes to Hutchins, short corner right side, up top to Strong. She'll get it to Gatau. Straight away, they work it around to Tiffany Rieger in the corner. Rieger gets a screen, driving baseline, and some contact down low as Avery Lumen tried to cut off Rieger's driving lane, and Lumen picks up the foul. 36.8 seconds remaining, just the third team foul on Ottawa. We're knotted at 10 early on. Lady Eagles 4 of 13 from the floor. Rieger scanning. She'll heave it way up top for Strong near the wings of the Eagles at the half-court logo to Hutchins straight away. Hand off to Rieger. Rieger off the screen from Hutchins. She'll pass to Strong on the left wing. They work it to Merchant, now feeding it inside. Gatau pull-up, 8-footer from the baseline, rattles around and falls down. Gatau leading field goal shooter on this team at 45%. 12-10 Lady Eagles lead. Shot clock turned off. 18 seconds remaining here. If the Lady Eagles can get a defensive stop, they'll go into the second quarter with a lead. They work it around to the right side. Here's Emily Rose off the screen. Up to the free throw line. Out to Hughes. Now in the corner. Kramer, 8 seconds. Kramer driving inside. Kicks to Lumen. Now Rose with 4 seconds. Rose driving. Gets a screen inside. Tries a left-hander inside. And the rebound goes to Gatau as the shot misses. And the buzzer sounds through 1 quarter of play. A low-scoring affair here. Lady Eagles out in front of Ottawa. It's 12-10. More coverage from the Mueller Sports Complex coming up right after this here on 99.1 FM KPGM. And I guess we'll stay right here. This quarter break, Lady Eagles leading 12-10 despite some poor shooting, but the defense playing well. Can't expect Ottawa to shoot 10% really for all of this ball game. Just 1 of 10. They made that first field goal very late there. 3-point bucket from Jenna Kramer. Lady Eagles led in scoring by Tiffany Rieger. She's got 6 points. Rieger getting a couple shots to go in from the outside. Other than that, Lady Eagles haven't done a whole lot on the offensive side. Ottawa, if they do one thing well, it's play on the defensive end. Their offense, though, a unit that has struggled all season long. They shoot at a pretty low percentage, and also they turn the ball over nearly 18 times per game. A little bit of a young team, though, despite their 2 senior forwards, Leslie Spear and Jessica King. King, the leading scorer for the team, hasn't put up any points just yet. Lady Eagles start with the basketball. It'll be Merchant, Strong, Gatau, Hutchins, and Rieger. Shikaya with the ball straight away, running the offense. She'll pass it left side on the wing for Merchant. Merchant trying to free space, driving through the middle of the lane, kicks it back out up top to Rieger. Rieger with the reset. She'll dribble over toward the left wing, driving on Hughes, spinning at the baseline, throws it back up top for Strong. Shikaya with the ball in her hand, crossing over, gets in the lane to the basket. Shot blocked by King. Shikaya hits the deck. Heading the other way, Rose an outlet. Ottawa in the lane. Here's Kramer with the left hand, hangs on the rim and falls down. Jenna Kramer has the only 2 field goals for the Lady Braves in this one. Knotted at 12 early on in this second quarter. Here's Merchant on the right wing. Merchant driving inside at the free throw line, putting her head down, and she took an extra step on the inside. A turnover there for the Lady Eagles. Just their second one of the ball game early on. But still the offense lacking a little bit of that rhythm. Bringing the basketball up, it's Emily Rose. Rose averages under 1 point, under 1 assist a game, but seeing some good minutes out there today. Rose, top of the key, thought about a shot, now frees herself up with a screen from King and does heave a 3 off the back iron, won't go. Rieger fights the rebound away from Patience Gatau, her teammate. Lady Eagles on offense. Rieger 6 points and the basketball in her hand. Off a screen from Gatau, right side, crosses over now back to the top of the key, headed toward the left wing, bringing the defender Hughes with her. Dribble hand off to Goodwin, slashing through. She's at the free throw line. Goodwin trying to stick her shoulder in there. She'll give it off to Strong up top. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Pass to Goodwin, right side, gets a screen from Gatau up top. Goodwin through the middle of the lane, pulls up from the free throw line, off the back iron, won't go. Jessica King, the 6-foot senior, gets the rebound. King will give the ball off to Emily Rose in the backcourt. Rose triggering the offense here for Ottawa, knotted at 12. Braves shooting 18%. Here's a pass to Hughes on the left wing. Rieger, the defender, steps up to meet her. They feed Spear in the lane left side. Back out to King, top of the key. King puts the ball on the deck, driving on Hutchins. Stops near the elbow, turns her back to Hutchins. Now trying to hand the ball off to Spear. She does, but the shot goes up in traffic, misses, and Hutchins gets the board. She'll give off to Strong. Tie ball game, headed the other way, knotted at 12. Here's Rieger, pull up, right wing 3, nails another one. Tiffany feeling it early. 3 of 4 from distance today. She's got 9 points, by far the leading scorer in this contest. Lady Eagles go back out in front by 3. Now with the basketball in her hands, it's Emily Rose. Gets a screen from King. She'll pass to Spears. Straight away, top of the key. Now Hughes left wing. They lob one for King in the paint. Way too high. Good defense on the inside from Mary Hutchins. And now substitutions coming here. Gatow checks out. Hadukovic in. Rose checks out for Ottawa. And Kelsey Hendricks, sophomore out of Emporia, Kansas, enters. 7:41 remaining in this second quarter. Here's Shakaya Strong bringing the basketball up, the freshman. Seeing some good minutes here. Pass to Hutchins. Now Goodwin left wing. A little shake move. Drives, kicks to Hutchins, and an 8-foot jumper is buried by Mary. Her first bucket of the game. Mary's seen her field goal percentage slowly rise throughout the course of the season. Just mere percentage points behind Gatow for the team lead. Shooting efficiency. Here's King in the paint. Pass to Spear. Free throw line jumper over the defense. Won't go, way off there. Hadukovic got a hand in her face. 5-point Lady Eagle lead on the break. Shakaya Strong throws it too far on the far side there for Tiffany Rieger. Can't quite track that one down. Mark Mulder calling Shakaya over to the bench, wanting to talk to her. Teaching moment there for Coach Mulder, trying to encourage his young player. Jessica King checks out. She's still scoreless. Spear sits down as well. Entering Katie Rifle and Jaden Offit. Bruce Tate trying to go a little bit smaller here. Here's Hendricks. Thought about handing it off to Offit on the right wing. Instead drives and can't convert the layup from in close. Rebound goes to Danae Goodwin. 5-point Lady Eagle lead on a 5-0 run. Here's a pass to Hutchins up top. Drives, kicks to Strong. Left wing back to Hutchins in the post. They feed it up top for Rieger. Rieger off a screen from Hadukovic. On the right wing, passes up top. Goodwin, hesitation move, driving in the lane. A teardrop from Goodwin and a foul first. They call it on the ground. Bruce Tate on the Ottawa bench doesn't like it. First foul in the quarter. It'll go against Jaden Offit. Rieger inbounds from the side. Rieger, Strong, Hutchins, Goodwin, Hadukovic. The 5 out there for Mark Mulder. Rieger passes it into Hadukovic, top of the key. Now feeds Shakaya Strong on the left wing. Throws to a cutting Goodwin, top of the key. Goodwin tried the crossover move, lost the ball for a second off. It didn't reach down for it. Lady Eagles keep it. Here's a skip pass from Hutchins to Hadukovic in the paint. She loses the ball inside. Lady Eagles turn it over now for the 4th time. Playing relatively clean 13.5 minutes into this contest. 6:28 remaining. It's a 17-12 Lady Eagle lead. They played some stellar defense. Ottawa just 2 of 15 from the field. Both shots come from Jenna Kramer. Kramer has the ball now, top of the key. Now rotates it to the left wing for Offit, driving in the middle of the lane. Tries one around 3 defenders. Tried to just reach her arm around Hadukovic in the middle of the paint and flip that one up there. Able to draw the foul on a very low percentage shot, I'll say. But maybe that was her goal. Offit heads to the line. She averages just 2 points a game. 66% foul shooter. Sends the first one up there and in. But Ottawa's saving grace at the free throw line today, let me tell you. They're 8 of 9 there. If it wasn't for that, they'd have just 5 points. Rieger checks out. Karina Karjas getting some minutes. 2 starters, 3 bench players out there for the Lady Eagles. Offit, second one, does a full revolution around the rim and falls in. 9 of 10 now. 17-14 our score. Free throws keeping Ottawa in this basketball game right now. Kind of interesting to see. Shakaya Strong still out there on the court, directing traffic from the point guard position. She'll throw it to Hutchins. Now Bean with the basketball, left wing, working on Hughes. Back up top for Strong. They work it around Hadukovic. Here's Hutchins in the middle of the paint. Hutchins has the ball, jab free. It's loose on the deck. She somehow fights it away, gets it to Strong up top. Shakaya splits 2 defenders, gets it to Karjas, right wing, driving in. She's fouled as she tries a little runner there just to the right of the lane. Karina not one to shoot the ball very often. It's actually going to be her first free throw attempt of the season. We're in game number 25. Karina typically plays a couple minutes off the bench per game. First foul shot off the back iron won't go. Still a 1-possession ball game. Lady Eagles lead 17-14. 5:54 remaining in this one. Karjas sends the second one rimward, and she buries that one. First free throw she's made all year. 18-14. Lady Eagles stretching their lead ever so slightly. Here's Kelsey Hendricks, throws one to Hughes on the right wing, holding the ball high over her head. Hughes, cross-court pass to Jennifer Anthony, left wing 3, rainbow shot a little bit too strong off to the right. Hutchins collects the board on the other side. Mary running the floor, Scanning pass to a cutting Cargis. Pull up baseline 12-footer shot block. Carrena recovers it though in the paint. Throws it out to Bean in the corner. Batted away by Hughes. And the referees say it's off of Bean. A little bit of indecision from our two far side referees. They each kind of pointed at each other, kind of signaling to me that they didn't see it, but they make a judicious decision and give the ball to Ottawa. 18-14. Anthony and Rifle checking out. Jessica King enters, as well as Maddie McAvoy. Same five for Coach Mulder's bunch. Here's Hendricks off a screen over towards the right wing. Hendricks up top for Kramer. Kramer swings it to Maddie McAvoy on the left wing. Cargis defending her. King comes up, sets a screen. McAvoy driving to the free throw line. Gets it to Hendricks right wing. Now to the top of the key. 10 to shoot. Hendricks backing away. King sets a screen. Hendricks takes it. Kicks to Maddie McAvoy. Right wing. 5 on the shot clock to King. Free throw line. Left elbow. Driving. Splits 2 defenders. Jessica King fouled as she tries to barrel her way through the lane toward the basket. That foul should be on the floor. They'll get it on Hadukovic. Second one on the Lady Eagles. Sarah Short will re-enter the game as Sarah Hadukovic sits down. Saw Everett Piper, University president, enter the building, trying to take in this KCAC doubleheader. Ottawa on offense. They got a fresh 30 after the foul. Here's Kelsey Hendricks near the half-court logo. Pass to Kramer, right wing. Kramer, overhead pass to Jessica King. Still no points for the leading scorer. She's at the free throw line. Turning her back to the defender Short. Now flings it up top. McAvoy, a three, straight away. Hard bounce off the back rim at the free throw line. Recovered by Cargis. Wesleyan will head the other way. Mary Hutchins with the ball in her hand. Jogging into the front court. Hutchins crosses over. Now pass to Cargis, left wing. Cargis driving. Bounces and passed out to Cheyenne Bean. Cheyenne showing the dribble moves on Caitlin Hughes. Feeds Hutchins on the block. Now outside, right wing. Shakaya Strong, wide open three. Off the backboard there. Shakaya way off. And it's an 18-14 Lady Eagle lead. They're playing some defense here. Jenna Kramer passes to McAvoy. Now Kelsey Hendricks with the basketball in her hand. Hendricks directing traffic. Ottawa not afraid to be deliberate on the offensive end. Here's Hendricks up top to Hughes. Hughes gets a screen from King, freeing herself on the left elbow. Now she'll back away outside the arc. Picks up her dribble. 8 to shoot. Here's Hendricks. Swinging it to McAvoy. McAvoy with Cargis on her. 4 seconds. They pass to Hendricks. A three with a hand in her face. Hutchins blocks it. Now an outlet from Bean to Hutchins. One-on-one. Hutchins lays it up with the right hand. Kisses it off the glass and in. 20-14. Lady Eagles out in front. 8-2 run over the last 6 minutes. And Bruce Tate trying to put an end to it. He'll call a timeout. 3:46 remaining. Lady Eagles leading this one. 20-14. More basketball coming up after this. And we'll keep it right here, actually. Just a 30-second timeout as Mark Mulder, Bruce Tate, trying to talk things over in the huddle. Lady Eagles playing some stellar defense. Now, hopefully, the offensive side can pick it up. You can hear the stylings of the Oklahoma Wesleyan University pep band going on right now. Lady Eagles will break the huddle, keeping the same five. It's Short, Bean, Karina Cargis, Shakaya Strong, and Mary Hutchins. Bringing the ball up here, it'll be Emily Rose checking in for Ottawa at the stoppage. We'll see what Bruce Tate draws up out of the timeout. Here's Rose throwing it out top for Hughes. Gets a screen from Kramer over toward the right wing. Tries to bounce one in the corner, and Mary Hutchins showing off her soccer moves over there as she stuck out her foot and just booted that one into the backcourt. Didn't want to allow the pass. I guess that's one way to do it. Ottawa keeps it on the far side. Maddie McAvoy is going to inbound to Emily Rose. 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Low-scoring affair, 20-14 Lady Eagles lead. Here's an entry pass for Jenna Kramer. Ball on the deck. It's loose. Kramer picks it up, fighting off two defenders. Throws it up top for Rose. Swinging it right wing. McAvoy's 5 on the shot clock. Rose, top of the key, pulls a 3 over the top of Tiffany Rieger. Off to the left. Rebound secured inside by Jessica King. Ottawa keeps it alive on the offensive glass. They work it outside the arc. McAvoy to Rose, right wing. Rose off a screen at the free throw line from Kramer. Pull-up jumper. And Emily Rose, the freshman, knocks that one down. Her first shot to go down in the game. She just shoots 15% from the field all season long. 20-16, 3 minutes remaining. Lady Eagles working around the arc. Right side, Cargis. A foul called. I think they're going to get a hand check here on Maddie McAvoy. Freshman guard picks up her second foul. Third one on Ottawa in the quarter. Brianna Merchant will check in for Mary Hutchins. McAvoy sits down as well. She'll be replaced by Avery Lumen. Cargis throws it into Merchant. Straight away now Bean will run the offense. Bean on the left wing, bounces it to Short on the elbow, left side Sarah. One dribble, pull up, 6-footer in the middle of the lane, rattles around, no good. Merchant able to tip the rebound out to her teammate Short. Lady Eagles keep it alive on the offensive glass. Just their 4th offensive rebound in the opening half. They've got a 4-point lead. Bean, top of the key, hand off to Rieger. Rieger swings it left side for Karina Cargis, wrapping around the top of the arc, lobs it for Bean in the middle of the paint, slips under the defender, throws it high off the glass and in. Cheyenne Bean points in the post there at just 5'6". Lady Eagles extend their lead. And now heading the other way quickly, Avery Lumen will draw a foul on the baseline. They'll get that whistle against Karina Cargis. 2:20 remaining in the half, a 6-point lead. Jenna Kramer slaps hands with Jessica King. King, quick stint on the bench. She'll head back into the game. Leading scorer for the Braves, still with no points today. Pass goes into the corner for Hughes. Lady Eagles switching back to a zone. They started the game playing zone, but switched back to man-to-man. And a foul on the inside as they tried to find Leslie Spear. It'll go against Sarah Short. She'll pick up her second. It'll be an Ottawa inbound from the baseline. Emily Rose triggering. Left side of the lane on the baseline. Gets it into Caitlin Hughes, sinking into the corner. Hughes hesitates now, pulls a three. It's an air ball. A wrestling match there. Cheyenne Bean wins it on the opposite side of the basket. Outlet to Cargis. Lady Eagles on the break. Pass to the corner for Rieger. Rieger with some space. 14'2" from the baseline. Won't go. Long rebound by Merchant. Lady Eagles keep it alive. She'll pass it back out to Cheyenne Bean at the half-court circle. Cheyenne's going to reset under 2 minutes, 22-16. Bean stepping up to the defender Rose. Hand off to Rieger on the right wing. Rieger steps back with some space. Nails another one from distance. Rieger gets her 4th here in the first half. And the Lady Eagles lead extended to 9. Biggest it's been all day. They'll play zone defense again. 2-3. Here's Emily Rose with the basketball. Passes up top. Leslie Spear. Now they swing it left side with the basketball. Hughes, some indecision. Finally past to Lumen. Open three. And that's nothing but net. First outside shot of this quarter to go down for Ottawa. 25-19. Minute 20 remaining here. Lady Eagles finding a little bit of rhythm offensively. Still shooting just 37%. Bean top of the key. Matched up one-on-one with Rose. Bean hand off to Rieger on the right wing. Tiffany driving at the free throw line. Pull up some contact. Makes it anyways. Tiffany Rieger feeling herself right now. And the Lady Eagles go up by 8 in the dwindling minutes of this first half. Rieger up to 14 points. She was batted on the hand on the jump shot. Rieger trying to convert the three-point play. Averages 15.5 per game. Already has 15 in the first half as that free throw goes in. Lady Eagles out in front 28-19 with a minute 8 remaining. Nice little mini run in these last couple of minutes. Rieger has been a leader on this team all season long. I mentioned some of the shooting struggles she's had in the last couple of games. Not apparent here tonight. Tiffany is 5 of 7 from the field today, 4 of 5 from distance. Here's Anthony on offense for Ottawa. Off a screen, passes to Spear up top. They'll throw it to Hughes on the left wing. Tight defense being played. Cutting open is Avery Lumen, top of the key, driving now, kicks to the corner, left side for Hughes. They get King on the block, trying to back down. Merchant, she'll throw it away inside. Cargis comes away with the steal. Lady Eagles will slow it up into the front court. 43 seconds remaining in the game, 25 on the shot clock. Bean steps up to the top of the key. Defender a little bit late. She'll hand off to Rieger. Pass goes to Merchant, left wing. She'll jack one up. Merchant off the front rim, won't go. Rebound, tipped out to the top of the key. Cargis in a battle for it. As Spear hits the deck, Cargis comes away with the ball in the backcourt. 1 second differential between shot and game. 24 seconds remaining. Lady Eagles will have to shoot here. Shot clock remains on, but they're going to wind it down. Bean standing on the W and Oakwu at midcourt, looking to Mark Mulder on the sideline. Gets the play call now. Sticks up her left hand. Bean steps up off a screen from Merchant, left wing. Driving, pass to a cutting Rieger on the baseline. Rieger bumped out of bounds, loses the ball. No call. No foul, rather. It's going to be a turnover for the Lady Eagles. 4.9 seconds remaining. I like the idea there, but a tight window, and Rieger didn't have much room to tightrope that baseline. So King will inbound it. She'll roll this one to Jennifer Anthony. Anthony is just going to scoot next to this ball, and she picks it up now at midcourt. 4 seconds. She passes to the corner. Hughes at 3. It's blocked by Rieger, and that'll end the half. Tiffany Rieger claps as she heads to the locker room. An igniter here for the Lady Eagles. Tiffany Rieger, 15 points in the first half, and Oklahoma Wesleyan holds a 28-19 lead as we speak. Just a 9-point lead for the Lady Eagles here against an Ottawa team that struggled all season long. But you can see some marked improvement here as this game has ran along for the Lady Eagles. We'll send it to a commercial break. We'll have halftime coverage coming up right after this on KPGM. $19, $20, $24, $6, $28, $7, $9, $12, $14, $15, $19. Berries. Welcome back to 99.1 FM KPGM's coverage of Oklahoma Wesleyan basketball. Halftime lead for the Lady Eagles is 28-19. Before we get to some stats and analysis, would like to thank all of our wonderful sponsors: Farmers Insurance Agent Paul Green, Barton at IP, the Bartlesville Examiner Enterprise, and of course Oklahoma Wesleyan University. Lady Eagles and the Braves, both of them got off to some slow offensive starts there. It was just 12-10 after the first quarter, but the Lady Eagles picked it up offensively there in the second quarter on the back of guess who? Tiffany Rieger. She had 9 points in that second quarter, 15 total in the first half. She's made the only 4 3-pointers for the Lady Eagles in this game. Was talking about Tiffany, how she's only shot 36% in the previous 4 games before this. Maybe might have hurt some of that. She's taken it to heart. Just 5 of 7, only 2 misses. The key point there for Tiffany Rieger, taking much better shots there. The Lady Eagles shot selection and ball movement were some things I wanted to see improve. I think a big detriment in that 2-game losing streak, back-to-back home losses here for the Lady Eagles prior to this one. But so far, relatively good, 40% from the floor there. But some fouls have really kept Ottawa in this game. They're 9 of 10 from the free throw line. That's countering their 4 of 23, just 17% from the field for Ottawa, a team that struggles mightily on the offensive end. They also struggle even more playing away from home. Just 1 win on the road or in a neutral site this year. That was against York a week ago. It's a tough trip for them. Was talking with Casey Whiter, who does the Ottawa broadcast. Said that was their longest trip of the season, and York also our longest trip of the season as well. So impressive that Ottawa was able to go on the road and get a win there, but likely going to be tough for them to get a win here if they keep shooting the ball the way they do. Jenna Kramer leads. She's got 5 points. She's made 2 of the 4 field goals for Bruce Tate's Ottawa Lady Braves. Offense is going to have to pick it up. Lady Eagles have switched between man-to-man and some zone defense concepts today and have really had a lot of success with both. Really, the one thing, if Mark Mulder's upset about anything, it would be, a little bit of another slow offensive start and, some of the fouls going on there. Would like to see somebody other than Tiffany Rieger pick up some of the scoring load. Nobody with more than 4 points. Mary Hutchins has 4. Everybody else has registered just 2 if they're on the score sheet even at all. But Rieger, like I said, 15 points, 5 of 7 shooting. In a game against our struggling Lady Braves team, really fighting for their lives right now. Another loss could be very detrimental to their hopes of making the conference tournament. Like to see Tiffany Rieger and this Lady Eagle offense kind of come out, put a dagger in, maybe get off to a nice 10-0 run, 12-2 run, something like that. 9-point ball game right now, still a manageable deficit, but a quick run out of the locker room for the Lady Eagles could change that. We'll continue our halftime coverage right after this. You're listening to Oklahoma Wesleyan Basketball on KPGM. Welcome back here to the Mueller Sports Complex. Edition of Wesleyan Wednesdays here on KPGM. KCAC doubleheader here. Every game seemingly with a lot more importance here as we head down the stretch. Lady Eagles in a logjam of 3 teams tied in 3rd place in the conference standings right now, trying to get a win. Doesn't really matter who the opponent is. Really, you just got to win out and try to hope that the teams ahead of you slip up a little bit. Lady Eagles currently behind 2 teams at the top of the conference, Friends and Sterling. Lady Eagles still alive here, hanging by a thread at least to try to win a conference regular season championship. Not looking like that can happen. Their route to the national tournament here of 32 teams would be to win the conference tournament most likely here, but you want to do everything you can to try to get the best seeding. How that conference tournament works, they'll set the finals in Wichita, but other than that, the team with the best conference record will host in the quarterfinals and the semifinals. By the way, top 8 out of 12 teams make the tournament. Lady Eagles are pretty securely in the conference tournament right now. Would have to take a pretty big miracle for them to not make it at this point. Actually, they're only 2 games ahead of 8th-seeded McPherson, so maybe don't want to speak too soon here, but could potentially be playing 2 home games in that conference tournament and then playing against a team that would likely have their fate sealed for the tournament already in Friends, the first-place team, should everything go as it's supposed to go, but that rarely happens in sports. That's why they don't play the games on paper. But Lady Eagles very much alive in postseason contention. I guess that's the gist of what we're going after here. Teams on the court going through their halftime warm-ups. We'll take one more break, and we'll have the third quarter of action coming up right after this. You're listening to Oklahoma Wesleyan Basketball on KPGM. Welcome back here to the Mueller Sports Complex, winding down the final couple seconds of halftime. Lady Eagles out there taking the floor. They will return their original starting 5 to the court. Tiffany Rieger, Danae Goodwin, Cheyenne Bean, Mary Hutchins, and Sarah Short. A lot of seniors out there, 4 of them, and the star freshman, Danae Goodwin. Did want to mention Grace Pospical not playing in this game, left knee injury, had an MRI earlier today, awaiting the results. That, according to head coach Mark Mueller, I talked to him before the ball game today. Lady Eagles have been led by Tiffany Rieger, 15 points out of the 28 total for the Lady Eagles. Mary Hutchins is the next closest scorer. She's got just 4 points. 40.7% field goal shooting performance for the Lady Eagles, just a couple ticks below their seasonal average from the floor. That's 41.6%. Starting with the basketball, it'll be Ottawa going with Kramer, Emily Rose, Jessica King, Leslie Spear, and Caitlin Hughes. Ball goes in from the side, and we're ready to go. Second half of action here. 28-19, Lady Eagles out in front. Kramer on the right wing working on Short. Kramer drives it inside, floats one up there, and it misses off the right side of the rim. Sarah Short secures the rebound. She'll run the floor as the Lady Eagles head the other way. Short stops at the elbow, right side, passes up top for Hutchins. Now she'll get it to Goodwin, left wing today. Passes it to Cheyenne Bean behind her. Cheyenne dribbling baseline left side. Now turns around in the lane. Behind the back pass for Hutchins. Goes out of bounds. Mary not quite ready for that one. I think the pass was on target, but Hutchins not expecting it. Lady Eagles turn the ball over for the 7th time today. Ottawa's had their share of offensive struggles. 4 of 24 from the field. They've turned the ball over just 5 times, though. They've taken good care of it, putting up a lot of shots. They're just, quite frankly, not going in. Here's Hughes, right corner, to Kramer on the wing. Now back up top to the other side, left wing. It's Emily Rose with the basketball. Finds Kramer with a little bit of space. 9 to shoot. Spear straight away. Spear holding the ball high over her head. 1 dribble to the free throw line. Kicks it to the corner left side. Rose hesitates, now drives in the lane. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Feeds Jessica King at the buzzer. Can't go from close range. Spear gets the offensive board. Short bats the ball away. Spear picks it back up and banks that one in off the glass. Leslie Spear, the number 2 scorer for this Ottawa team, gets her first field goal. 6 points total thanks to some work on the free throw line in the first half. 28-21. Here's Rieger feeding Hutchins in the post left side. Back out to Goodwin on the right wing. Goodwin dribbles between the legs. Right elbow jump shot, and that one hangs on the rim. Won't go. Jessica King secures the board. King Leading scorer on this team still hasn't put up any points. Been something the Lady Eagles have been so good at all year, keying on the opponent's best player and really not letting him go to work. Here's Spear, top of the key. She'll pass it left wing for Jenna Kramer. Ottawa deliberate offensive possession. Here's Hughes off a cut. Straight away, 3-ball, no good. Rebound tipped up and corralled on the baseline there by Cheyenne Bean. Rested there with nobody possessing it for a second there. 2 minutes into the third quarter, 7-point Lady Eagle lead. It's 28-21. Bean gets a screen from Hutchins up top. One-on-one matchup with Rose. She'll pass it to Rieger on the right wing. Rieger feeding short in the post, backing down King, spinning over the right shoulder. Now she'll pass it back up top to Hutchins. 10 to shoot. They work it to the corner, left side, Cheyenne Bean. Bean, 2 defenders on her. Bean gets a screen from Hutchins at the elbow in the lane, tries the running hook shot, won't go. Rebound secured in the middle by Goodwin. Pass out to Bean, right side 3. It's good. Cheyenne Bean gets her first 3-point bucket of the game. A deadly outside threat. And the Lady Eagles have their biggest lead of the day. It's 31-21. On offense now, it's Ottawa. Rose passes to Spear at the free throw line, driving on short, slipping through there. A foul call to Spear, lost her balance, barreling in the lane. They're going to call this one on Tanae Goodwin. Wow. I did not see what our near side referee saw, but nonetheless, Tanae's second. First one on either side here in the first half. Goodwin sits Bree Merchant in the game here. Sophomore out of Beggs, Oklahoma. It'll be an inbound for Kelsey Hendricks, just checked into the ball game for Ottawa on the baseline. Hendricks throws it in right wing for Hughes with some space. Rieger meets her on the defense. Cross-court pass goes to Hendricks. Hendricks back up top, resetting. Wrapping around to the right wing, feeds Hughes. Hughes standing in her spot on the right wing, still has her dribble, feeds it inside for Kramer. Merchant jumps the passing lane, she gets the steal. Lady Eagles in transition. Hutchins, middle of the floor, hand off to Bean, right side on the wing. Gets a screen from Merchant up top, bounces one to Short. Short holding the ball outside the arc, trying to give it off, and she'll find Hutchins near the half-court logo. She'll back it off to Bean. Resetting with 14 on the shot clock. Bean over to the left wing, gets a screen from Rieger. Bean step back, and now she'll feed Hutchins in the post on the elbow. Hutchins pass to Merchant right wing, 6 seconds to shoot. Merchant feeds short on the baseline, 3 seconds. Sarah tries to heave this one over the backboard. Really didn't have a lane. It actually goes behind the backboard, out of bounds. Can't blame Sarah for the effort there, trying to get creative. 31-21. Just one bucket in 3 minutes, 17 seconds of second half action for Ottawa. Their offensive woes continue. 18% from the floor. Here's Hendricks. Passes it to Jennifer Anthony on the left wing. Anthony, a pass inside the entry. Too high for Spear. Karam's out of bounds on the baseline. Lady Eagles take over. 7th turnover of the ball game for Ottawa. Teams now level in that column. Bean, Hutchins, Sarah Short, Rieger, and Bree Merchant. 4 of the 5 starters out there. Bean steps up to the top of the key. Now, hand off to Rieger. Rieger, pull up, free throw line jumper off the front rim. It won't go. A little bit flat on the shot. Rare miss for Rieger today. Headed the other way, it's Ottawa on offense. 10-point deficit. Lady Eagles out to a nice run. Here's Anthony. Freeing some space off a screen from Spear. Pass to Kramer, right corner, driving on Merchant. Kramer trying to get to the deck, and she's going to be fouled first. They're going to get Brianna Merchant, referee gesturing that an elbow was thrown. First one on Merchant, second one on the Lady Eagles. Cheyenne Bean having a conversation with the referee, likely about that last call. It'll be a baseline inbound for Ottawa. 6:04 remaining in the third. 31-21 our score. Defensive battle. Up top with a basketball in her hands is Lumen. One dribble pass to the corner, right side for Hendricks. Back to Lumen. Now they work it to Kramer up top. Kramer dribbling, driving on Merchant, left side of the lane. Flips it up there with the left hand. Falls, a tough angle. A nice shot by Jenna Kramer. Number 3 scorer on this team heading into today, but she leads with 7. Here's Bean on the right wing. Entry pass to Short. Now back outside to Merchant. She'll launch a 3 with a hand in her face off the back iron. Won't go. 2 Ottawa players collide. Leslie Spear knocks her teammate Jennifer Anthony down to the ground. Here's Anthony on the left wing. Anthony driving. Flips one up there, and Rieger's going to pick up a foul down in the painted area. Lady Eagles a little bit unsure of some of these calls. Doesn't look like a ton of contact drawing whistles, but contact nonetheless. Headed to the line here, it's Jennifer Anthony. Anthony was 1 of 2 at the line back in the first quarter. 75% foul shooter on the year. First one up and in. 31-24 our score. Ottawa hanging around. Karina Card just seen some good minutes today. She'll take the spot of Mary Hutchins, who sits. Second one from Anthony. Rattles and falls. 31-25 our score. 5.5 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Just a two-possession ball game. Here's Merchant, top of the key, swings it left wing for Karina Kargis. Lady Eagles with a basketball. Bean, left wing, driving in, middle of the lane, dumps it off down low. Merchant right underneath, bucket and the foul. Great find by Cheyenne Bean just when they need some points. Bean sets up a play and Merchant converts despite the contact. Her first bucket of the ball game. Merchant heads to the stripe. 73% foul shooter. Sarah Short to the bench. Patience Gatau in. Coach Mulder playing a little bit more of a balanced lineup here, going 8 players deep or so. Merchant sends it up there. Free throw off the back iron and falls through the cylinder. 34-25 after the big three-point play from Bree Merchant. Walking the ball up, it's Kelsey Hendricks for Ottawa. 21% from the field. Here's Hendricks. Open floor, right wing. Throws it down and low for King. Pass way too high. Jessica King frustrated today. She's hardly gotten any shots up. Still scoreless. King is just 0 of 3 from the field. Only 5 rebounds. Leading scorer and leading rebounder for Ottawa. 5:02 remaining midway through this third quarter. Lady Eagles have the basketball. Cheyenne Bean walking it up. Senior out of Dewar, Oklahoma. Being a creator today with no grace possible. 5 points, 3 assists. She'll swing it right wing for Karina Kargis. Kargis dribbling up top, slashes across the free throw line, finds Rieger. Left wing, Rieger trying to lose the defender. Passes it to Bean, top of the key, driving on McAvoy. Bean splits 2 defenders, flips it up there. She hits the deck hard. Shot did not go in, but Bean will have an opportunity for 2 points from the foul line. Kramer picks up her first foul. Third one on Ottawa in the quarter. 4:41 remaining. Bean to the stripe. Could make it a double-digit game. First one rattles around, goes through. She does that. It's 35-25. Bean, an 83% foul shooter. Second one is in. So 36-25. Lady Eagles outscoring Ottawa 8-6 in this second half so far. See if Ottawa can find a shred of offense here on the road. They'll throw it for McAvoy. Bean steps in the passing lane, intercepts it. 1-on-3, and Bean is just going to smartly take this one over to the right wing, but pass to Rieger straight away, lines up a 3, in and out, but Kargis keeps it alive. Offensive board. Back to Rieger on the left wing. We'll see what the Lady Eagles can make out of this second chance opportunity. Merchant, top of the key, passes to Bean, right wing. Bean driving on McAvoy at the free throw line. Lobs one to the corner, left side for Kargis. Kargis with the basketball in her hand. Hands it off, back to Bean. Drives the baseline, left side underneath the basket now to the right corner. She goes side to side, feeding Bree Merchant on the block. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Merchant spinning. Goes up with the left hand over Kramer. Leaves it short. Rebound goes to Jessica King, her 6th. She'll give it off to Jennifer Anthony in the backcourt. 11-point Ottawa deficit. Field goal percentage criminally low. Anthony off a screen from King. Drives left side. Won't go with the left hand. Kargis fights down the rebound. Good work on the glass for the Lady Eagles. +7 on the boards as we speak. 11-point lead. Cheyenne Bean walking it up into the front court. Picked up by McAvoy. Trying to hand off to Rieger. Finally does up top. Rieger pull up free throw line. Jay buries another one. Tiffany feeling it today. First bucket of this second half. She's got 17 total. And dribbling the ball over to the sideline is Jenna Kramer. A timeout is going to be called. Lady Eagles spring up off the bench. Their biggest lead of the day today. It's 13. They lead 38-25 with 3:17 remaining in this third quarter. We'll take a quick commercial break. More Eagle basketball on the way here on KPGM. And we're back here in Mueller after the Ottawa timeout. 38-25, Lady Eagles lead as big as it's been stretched all day. Ottawa with the basketball. Here's Lumen throwing it up top for Rose. They work it left wing. McAvoy driving on Merchant. Kicks to the corner for King. King one dribble, cross-court pass to Lumen. Lumen will drive now. She's trapped on the baseline. Throws it back to Rose. 7 on the shot clock. Spear with the ball in the free throw line. Feeds King in the middle of the paint. Up over 2 defenders. Baby hook shot won't go. Spear rips the board away from Gattau, but they call a tie-up. I don't think either player possessed it, but Oklahoma Wesleyan is going to get the basketball on the alternating possession arrow. 2:52 remaining in the third quarter. Lady Eagles trying to snap a 2-game losing streak here. Cheyenne Bean is going to dribble it up into the front court. Picked up by McAvoy straight away. Gets a screen from Merchant. Driving in the lane. Nobody in front of her. Bean flips it up there. Hangs on the front rim. Falls down. No good. Rebound from Spear, and Cheyenne Bean darts at her, trying to get that basketball, and she'll pick up a foul. A little bit of a frustration there. Cheyenne trying to laugh that one off. Fourth team foul on the Lady Eagles in the quarter. Shekiah Strong is going to give Cheyenne a rest. A reminder, the men's game coming up right after this one. Anticipated start somewhere around 8 o'clock. Ottawa with the basketball. 2.5 minutes remaining in the quarter. They trail by 13. They've tallied just 6 points in this third quarter. Here's King, left elbow, fighting the ball up over Merchant. Can't convert, close range. Rebound tipped around, controlled by the Lady Eagles. It's Merchant with it. She'll run the floor. 4 teammates out in front of her. Bree slows up at midcourt, passes to Strong on the right side. Strong directing traffic at the top of the key with the basketball. Throws it to Rieger, right wing. Rieger drawing the attention of 2 defenders. 13 to shoot. Rieger up top. Now throws it to Strong. Can't see it. And the pass is jarred free. Goes to Hughes. Hughes one-on-one in the front court. Hughes in the lane. Flips it up with the left hand. And the layup goes. I don't think Shekiah Strong ever saw that pass. Knocked her in the nose. They're going to stop this one. I think she might be bleeding a little bit there. Bucket for Kaylin Hughes was her first of the ball game. Substitution likely pending here. Shekiah is going to check out. So is Rieger. Hutchins enters, as does Cheyenne Bean. Only a quick rest there for Cheyenne. Sure, she was eager to get back out on the court. Jessica King sits down as well. Jaden Offit, 5'10", freshman out of Lebanon, Missouri, takes her spot. Lady Eagles with the basketball, 11-point lead, minute 45 remaining in the third. Bean up top. She'll pass to Merchant on the right wing. Merchant back to Bean. Sets a screen for her. Bean with the basketball, top of the key, bringing the defender Hughes with her. Here's Merchant catching a handoff, top of the key, steps up to the left, elbow free, some space, tries an off-balance shot, barely grazes the rim, off it underneath, collects for the Lady Braves. 90 seconds remaining, could make it a single-digit game once again. Here's Kramer on the left wing, back up top to Offit. Offit, right wing, Hughes, a deep three, way off there, hits off the front rim, long rebound, Karams to Offit straight away. Ottawa steals another possession. Hughes on the right wing, holding the ball high over her head, sends it back up top for Rose. They work it around left wing. Here's Offit. Offit pass to Hughes. 19 to shoot here. Long possession for Ottawa. Minute remaining in the third. Still an 11-point deficit. Opposite left wing driving. Kicking up top to Hughes. They work it around right wing behind the arc. It's Rose driving in the lane. Flips one up there, and they're going to call a foul as Rose tumbles to the deck. They'll get this one on Bree Merchant. That'll be her second. 55.6 seconds remaining. Still a 38-27 Lady Eagle lead. It was 28-19 at halftime. Hard-fought basketball game here today. Rose on the line in the bonus now. Knocks down the first. Just 3 points for the freshman Emily Rose. 83% foul shooter, though. 38-28. Can make it single digits with this one. She sends it up and off the back iron. No good. Merchant tracks down the rebound. Lady Eagles, if they move quickly here, can get 2 possessions before the end of the half. Here's Cargis in the corner. Back up top to Bean. Bean passes left wing for Merchant. Heaves a 3-ball, and that one a little bit too strong. Gattau keeps it alive with the offensive board on the left side of the lane. To Bean in the corner. Bean crossing over, driving baseline. Underneath the basket, bounces one up top for Hutchins. Straight away, lines it up, and that one off to the right, and the rebound collected by Ottawa. Nearly lost in the backcourt by Hughes. 2-second differential between shot and game. 27 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Here's Emily Rose on the left wing, up top to Kramer. We'll see if Ottawa just holds on to this one. Essentially could get the final possession. Here's Offit, the freshman. Passes to the other freshman, Rose in the corner right side. 13 on the shot clock. Rose heaves a 3. That one too strong. Carr just gets the rebound in the corner with 10 seconds. Gets it to Hutchins in the middle of the floor. Mary trotting into the front court. Driving the lane, kicks to Merchant, right wing. Now to Bean up top with 3 seconds. Bean pulls a deep three. And that one off the front rim at the buzzer, no good. Lady Eagles will take a 38-28 lead into the final quarter here. More action coming up from the Mueller Sports Complex. You're listening to Eagle Basketball on 99.1 FM KPGM. Welcome back here to the Mueller Sports Complex. Max Gross courtside in the Eagles' Nest, bringing you the action on 99.1 FM KPGM. Also available online, BartlesvilleRadio.com, and directly to your mobile device, wherever you may be on the Bartlesville Radio app. Neither team shooting the ball particularly well, but the Lady Eagles take a 10-point lead into the final quarter, despite shooting just 33% from the field. Ottawa down at 20.5%. They've made just 7 field goals in this one. It'll be an interesting finish here today. This game playing out very similar to the first edition of this matchup back on December 6th. Just a grinded-out defensive battle. The Lady Eagles ultimately came away with a 54-51 win on the road the first time around. Ottawa starts with the basketball. Here's Anthony driving from the top of the key in through the right side of the lane. Layup close, won't go. Janae Goodwin gets the board. Lady Eagles headed the other way. Here's Cheyenne Bean feeding Gatow in the paint. Saves that one on the baseline. Nearly went out of bounds. Gets it to Cargis in the corner left side. Back to Goodwin up top. Here's Gatow with the ball on the right wing. One dribble, passes it back to Goodwin. Launches one straight away. It's in. Big three for Janae Goodwin. Her first bucket since the first quarter. Lady Eagles back out in front by 13. That represents their biggest lead, at least tied for it all day long. 41-28. Fourth quarter action. Yes, you're hearing that right. A low-scoring battle. Here's Kramer trying to respond from deep. Won't go. Goodwin whips down another board. Janae been all over the glass today. Pass to Cargis left wing. Three ball up. And good. Karina Cargis getting in on the party. Lady Eagles stretch their lead now to 16. And a timeout by Bruce Tate for Ottawa. Love to see the ball going in from deep there. Goodwin and then Cargis getting in on the party. Karina Cargis, typically not a big scorer for this Lady Eagle team, but letting it fly there, running the break very well. Janae Goodwin, I mentioned, she's got 6 rebounds on the game thus far. Out of her guard position, she had 7 rebounds in the last game on Saturday against St. Mary. Only 5'8", she's a freshman, really just has a nose for the basketball, has made some big plays really all season long for Mark Mulder's Lady Eagles. 16-8 they stand on the season right now, trying to get out of a 2-game skid. Lost on the road at Sterling a week ago, and then at home against St. Mary on Saturday. Ottawa with the basketball out of a timeout. What do they draw up here? 9 minutes remaining. It'll be Kelsey Hendricks with the basketball. Hendricks standing on the half-court logo. Moving over toward the far side. Gets a screen up top from King. Driving right side, now sends it back out up top to Spear. Spear to King. Entry pass off her foot. She recovers it somehow. Uses the off arm to push back Hutchins in the post. Now back out to McAvoy. 5 seconds. McAvoy at the free throw line to Hendricks. Working into the corner. Here's Lumen driving baseline. Blocked by Hadukovic right before the shot clock buzzer. Lady Eagles head the other way. Nobody back there with Goodwin with the basketball. She'll slow up at the top of the key. Goodwin, crossover dribble, passes it to Bean. Bean backing away. She calls out a play with the left hand, dribbles with the right. Over toward the right wing. Hand off to Goodwin. Hesitates now. Heaves a 3 off the front iron. Won't go. Rebound down low. Batted out of bounds. They saved by the Lady Eagles. Hadukovic, the closest player there. Looked like it might have been off Kelsey Hendricks, but that's not the call. 18% is what Ottawa's shooting from the field today. Very frustrating, gotta be, on the Lady Braves sideline. Here's Hendricks off a screen from King up top, over toward the right wing. Hendricks picks up her dribble, and a whistle. They'll call a foul down low away from the play. I think it'll be on the Lady Eagles. It'll be against Mary Hutchins. Mary's played a clean game thus far. That's her first. Inbounding from the baseline, it's Hendricks. 8 minutes left in the ball game. 16-point lead for the Lady Eagles as they play defense. McAvoy, right corner, heaves it up top for Lumen. They work it around left side. Kelsey Hendricks back up top for King. Still scoreless today. King crossing over, puts her shoulder into Mary Hutchins, flips one up there, and they're going to call the foul on the floor as Mary whistled for the second time in this possession. Jessica King has been very aggressive trying to get the ball near the cup, but to no avail so far. Her offensive woes continue. She's 0 of 5 today shooting. Hutchins checks out Bree Merchant, seeing some good time today. She's back in the ball game. Hendricks will inbound from the baseline here for Ottawa. Scored just 9 points in 12 minutes of second half action. Inbound in the corner, it's Lumen holding the ball over her head. Lady Eagles in a 2-3 zone. To McAvoy, right wing. Now back to Lumen. Lumen taking Carges with her in the middle of the lane. Kicks it to Rifle. Now back up top for Hendricks. A lot of ball movement. McAvoy, right wing. 3 in and out. Been that kind of day for Ottawa. Ball caroms out of bounds on the baseline. Last touch by Avery Lumen. It'll be Wesleyan basketball. 44-28 is the lead. Lady Eagles outscoring Ottawa 16-9 in the second half. Hasn't been an offensive exhibition for Mark Mulder's team either. They're shooting just 35%. Tough defense for Ottawa. Carges with the ball right wing, flings it up top for Hadukovic. Now they get it on the left side for Goodwin. Fakes right now, drives baseline and contact down low before she puts up a shot. They'll get this foul against Ottawa on the floor. Who's it going to be against? Referee tells us it's Avery Lumen. First one on Ottawa in the quarter. Lady Eagles been to the free throw line sparingly today, just 5 of 6. Carges inbounds from the baseline. She'll skip one into Merchant on the right block, and she's hit from behind as she tries to fight that one up there. That's been the inbound play of choice for the Lady Eagles. Just get it into somebody right down low. They usually expect you to throw it up top. Merchant heads to the stripe. Converted a 3-point play in the third quarter. Her only point so far. Merchant, the free throw up and in. Interesting stance for Merchant as she shoots free throws. Goes into a deep crouch there. She's also nearly a foot behind the free throw line. But I guess whatever it takes to make it. Merchant 73% on the year, 2 of 2 today. Open stance as well. Here's a lane violation against Ottawa as the free throw misses. Stepping in there is Katie Rifle, a little bit off balance. So Merchant will get another try here. 45-28. 7-0 run to start the quarter for the Lady Eagles. And make it 8-0. Merchant able to convert the pair at the line. Give her 5 points on the day off the bench, but a solid contributor. Not necessarily all of her contributions show up on the stat sheet. 18-point Lady Eagle lead, playing 2-3 zone defense. 7 minutes left in the ballgame. Here's Hendricks up top. One dribble in, passes out to Hughes on the wing. Cross-court pass for McAvoy. Right wing 3, hand in her face off the front rim. Won't go. Carter secures the board. She's got 7. Karina been all over the glass today. Very impressive there. Carter's averages just 1.4 per game, but a presence today. Here's an entry pass to Hadukovic. Reversal. Carges left wing. Hand off to Bean at the top of the key. Pull-up elbow jumper. Off balance. Nails it anyways. Cheyenne Bean having a nice second half here. 7 points to give her 9 on the ball game. Rieger still the leading scorer with 17. She's on the bench currently. 20-point Lady Eagle lead. A 10-0 run in the last 3.5 minutes. Rieger on cue, about ready to check in at the next stoppage. Here's Hendricks. Stepping up to the top of the key. Now over to the right wing Carter's defender. They flip it to Kramer up top. 10 seconds. Here's Rifle at the free throw line. Back to Hendricks. A deep 3 right wing up and in. Finally, Ottawa, they're just 3 of 20 as Hendricks buries her first shot of the ball game. 48-31, Lady Eagles. The clock is their friend. 6:05 remaining on it. In a 17-point advantage, they can play slow it down basketball if they so choose. Here's an entry pass to Merchant in the lane. A pivot down low, and she walked as the shot missed from down low anyway. Lady Eagles turn it over just the 10th time today. They played clean. Just a low field goal percentage kind of ball game. Got it out battle. Sarah Short, member of the original starting 5, gives Hadukovic a rest. She joins Danae Goodwin, Merchant, Cheyenne Bean, Tiffany Rieger also checked in. Mary Hutchins will join him at the next stoppage. Here's Hendricks with the basketball on offense. Ottawa still in the teens, shooting 18%. Here's Hughes, nobody in front of her, driving through the right side, banks that one up and in. Nice play there, having Hughes run off a pick from the top of the key. 48-33. Cheyenne Bean with the basketball in her hands. 5.5 minutes remaining. She'll dribble over to the sideline. Mark Mulder wants a timeout. 5:33 remaining. Lady Eagles lead in this one by 15, 48-33. Trying to snap a 2-game skid here at home. Timeout is just a 30-seconder. We'll keep it right here. Reminding you a good conference matchup coming up on the men's side at the conclusion of this one. Eagles 10-6 in conference. Ottawa 8-8. However, just 9-12 on the year. Ottawa's men's team a little bit peculiar. They only played 5 non-conference games, went 1-4 in that stretch. Interesting strategy, though, as I was talking to Casey Wider for Ottawa's radio broadcast. This conference is really just a grind. They play so many games, up over 20 conference games once you get to the end of the season at least, and that's just tough. You know, these teams know you well. They've seen you on film. You get to match up with them twice. Teams you'll play in the conference tournament. That'll be matchup number 3. It's just a really tough, grinded out. You know, they use the term marathon, but it really is, you know, definitely not a sprint. Lady Eagles with the basketball out of the timeout. Goodwin, left wing 3. Off to the right, a little bit too strong. Hendricks secures the rebound for Ottawa. Mini 5-0 run for the Braves. Here's Kramer, right wing, driving inside. Short blocks the shot from behind. It's a clean block. Goodwin with the basketball, letting her teammates get out in front of her. She'll slow it up. Midway through this fourth quarter, Goodwin to the right wing. Now steps up to the elbow, has the ball batted free, but she'll recover it outside the arc. In the corner, Goodwin still has the ball. Feeds short on the block right side. Sarah facing up the defender Rifle. Goes up with the right hand. Leaner and nails that one from 6 feet out. Sarah Short's made 2 field goals in this game, both of them to a tough degree of difficulty. 50-33, 4:45 remaining in this one. Here's Hughes with the ball right wing. Overhead pass cross court to Hendricks on the left wing. Hendricks holding on to it. Ottawa doesn't really go quickly in the half court. Here's McAvoy. Right corner driving in underneath the basket. Tries to reverse layup. Can't really get a shot up. Hits the deck hard. Rifle comes up with the ball. Her putback attempt is no good. Short playing stout defense on the inside. Cheyenne Bean walking into the front court now. 4:20 left in the game. Bean over toward the left wing. Gets a screen from Hutchins. Hand off to Rieger. Rieger free. Free throw line jumper. Off the back iron. No good. Rebound secured by Jenna Kramer for Ottawa. Still a 17-point ball game late. Here's McAvoy, right wing, up top Kramer. Kramer steps up to the free throw line. Step back jumper. Frees himself up some space. But the shot off the heel of the rim. No good. Hutchins gets the board. Mary Hutchins, a little quiet on the glass today. Just 4 boards. Only 4 points as well. But the Lady Eagles a 17-point lead. Here's a handoff to Rieger at the free throw line, driving. Carving out some space, falls down, flips it out to Bean, left wing. Bean, 16-foot jumper from the wing. Too strong, rebound down low to Rifle for Ottawa. 3:40 left in this one. Lady Eagles have gone without a bucket their last few times down the floor. Here's a bounce pass to the corner. McAvoy, pull-up 3 ball over Hutchins. Way short there. And the rebound to Cheyenne Bean. Lets her teammates get out in front of her here. Minutes winding down, 3.5 to go. Can the Lady Eagles hold on here? They just need to take good care of the basketball. Here's Goodwin in the lane. Flips one up there over her shoulder. The teardrop falls in. Tough shot for Goodwin. She's got 7 points on the ball game. 5 here in the fourth. 52-33. The Lady Eagles have led by as many as 20, currently 19. Just over 3 minutes remaining. Here's McAvoy up top. Swing pass to Hendricks on the wing. They bounce it to Kramer, short corner. Overhead pass to McAvoy, left wing. 3 ball off the front iron. No good. Ottawa's just heaving up prayers from the outside to very minimal success. Their shooting percentage a tick over 20. Here's Bean in the lane. Kicks it out to the corner. Rieger gets the defender in the air. Steps up. 18-footer and knocks it down. Tiffany Rieger, first bucket in the fourth quarter. Been slow in the second half, but still 19 points in the ball game for Tiffany. 2:35 remaining. 54-33. 21 points, the biggest lead all day. As Hughes has the ball batted out of her hand just prior to calling a timeout. Tate wanting to talk things over with his Braves. 54-33. Lady Eagles cruising on a 16-5 run in this third quarter. Playing some solid basketball right now. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Would like to thank all of our wonderful sponsors. Farmers Insurance Agent Paul Green, Bartnet IP, the Bartlesville Examiner Enterprise, and of course, Oklahoma Wesleyan University. Game number 25 of the season for the Lady Eagles. Trying to get win number 17, would be their 11th in conference. Team coming into the year with some low expectations. Hit a little bit of a lull in their season after letting one slip away against Friends. They've lost 3 of their last 4 ball games. Couple here at home, which is a little bit frustrating to see because the Lady Eagles really dominated the first part of the season at home. They're still 9-3 here at Mueller, having a ton of success. Inbounding from the side, it's Offit. She'll get it into Anthony. Leading scorer Jessica King for this team on the bench. She didn't put up a single point today. Her ball game could be over as well. Here's Rifle, shot fake top of the key. Might have left the ground, and she heaves one to the pep band. Our trombone guy there in the front row coming away with his first touch of the ball game. Lady Eagles take over after the turnover. 2:19 on the clock. Rieger with the ball in her hands right now, guarded by Anthony. She'll hand it off to Bean, the left wing. Bean up top. Crossover dribble, slipping by Lumen to the left wing. 2:09 remaining. Bean still with the ball in her hands, kicks it to short, top of the key, inside the arc. Short steps up, puts her back to the defender, spins by her, leans in, throws that one off the glass, won't go, fight for the rebound. Ottawa comes away with it. Rifle fights that one away. Under 2 minutes to go here. Anthony in the front court, trying to drive inside on the baseline, tries to get one around Cheyenne. Bean somehow does, nearly behind the backboard. Jennifer Anthony's first field goal. It's 54-35. Dwindling minutes here. Here's Goodwin on the left wing. Goodwin crossover on Offit. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Bean driving left side. Flips one up there off the glass hard. Some contact down low. A whistle, but it's not on the shot. I think they're going to get the Lady Eagles. Sarah Short picks up the foul. It's the third one in the quarter on the Lady Eagles. Short, her third. Some really good even contributions across the board here for the Lady Eagles. Of course, Tiffany Rieger leading the scoring charge with 19. Coach Mulder, in the absence of Grace Pospical, using some bench players in this one in the Lady Eagles. Team defense, that's something we talked about on the men's side. Big reason why they won against St. Mary on Saturday. And the team defense phenomenal here today as Rifle jacks up a 3 for Ottawa. Misses. Beer secures the offensive board, but the ball's jarred free. Rieger comes away with it in front of the Braves bench. Minute 9 remaining in this one. Some bench players are going to check in here for the Lady Eagles at the next stoppage. Here's a flip pass to Goodwin, left wing. Lost the ball for a second. It's loose top of the key, and Spear picks it up off the turnover for Ottawa. 57 seconds remaining. 19-point ball game. Lady Eagles lead 54-35. Anthony directing traffic. Lady Eagles shot 37% in this ball game. They're likely going to come away with a win. Typically not the case. They're going to come away with a convincing win here, but Ottawa shooting percentage at 21%. Been rattling off these numbers all game for the Lady Braves. Hasn't gotten much better. Anthony spinning in the lane, flips that one up over Rieger, and it's in. Back-to-back buckets for Jen Anthony. 54-37. And with 32.5 seconds left on the clock, Mark Mulder calls a timeout. Clearing out the bench now. It'll be Daly Gay, Shakaya Strong, Cassidy McNesby, Michaela Brantley, and Danae Goodwin remains on the floor. 32.5 seconds left in the game, 30-second shot clock. Lady Eagles will have one final possession here. They're also going to get Shania Pace into the ball game. They'll let her check in. Fresh 5. Good to see the bench cleared out late in the game. Always a good sign, especially with a big lead. That's typically when this happens. 54-37. We'll see who puts up this final shot. It's Shakaya Strong with the basketball. Passes to Gay, top of the key. Feeding Pace, right wing. Pace back to Strong. 20 seconds to shoot. Pace, or rather Strong, feeding Brantley, left side. Brantley back to Metker. Metker, hesitation now driving in the lane. Euros around the defender. Flips it off the glass and in. Nice bucket for Whitney Metker. The bench liking that one. 56-37. Now with the basketball in the front court, Anthony. 8 seconds. Anthony, top of the key. Working on Strong. Drives the lane. Kicks to the corner. Attacking the basket now, it's Lumen. Flips it up with the left hand. She gets the bucket and the foul with 1.8 remaining. Won't affect the outcome of the game, but will affect Avery Lumen's final stat line. 5 points now, trying to convert a 3-point play here. Will be the final action here tonight. Nice win for the Lady Eagles, though, coming out of a tough skid. Trying to get some momentum back before the conference tournament. Not too far away. Lumen converts the free throw, 56-40. Inbound to Strong, and the buzzer is going to sound. Lady Eagles get a 56-40 victory here tonight, ending their losing streak. Some excitement there on the bench, and they deserve it. A hard-fought defensive battle. Lady Eagles limit Ottawa to 22% from the floor. They get the win. We'll wrap things up right after this with some post-game stats and analysis. You're listening to Oklahoma Wesleyan basketball on KPGM.
Yeah, those men's standings.
Back here at Mueller, wrapping up a Lady Eagle victory, 56-40. They knock off the Ottawa Lady Braves, moving to 17-8 on the year and 11-6 in conference right now. Ottawa falls to 7-16, 5-12 in KCAC play. Kind of one of those grinded out basketball games, one of those ones you walk away saying, hey, at least we won it. Really an ugly game for the Lady Eagles offensively. Shot just 38% if it wasn't for Tiffany Rieger. Could have been a really rough go of things for the Lady Eagles. Rieger, the only player in double figures, she had 19, 15 of which came in the first half. Really just a gutted out basketball game. The Lady Eagles team defense, though, was phenomenal. Kind of alternated